So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through the assembly of my assembly table and outfeed table that I made out of 80/20 extruded aluminum. And so if you like the video, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And if you have any advice or any comments, leave them in the comment section below. And hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so here I'm using the jig from 80/20 or drill these holes so that I can access the wing nut to tighten everything down. Okay guys, so I got all of this extruded aluminum from 80/20 and I've started cutting all of these access points for like the festool clamps and 5/16 bolts. It really wasn't that bad. I machined it all myself just from a little jig that I made. So yeah, now I'm gonna start putting everything together. I'm really excited. I saw this design about a year ago. All right, now on to assembly. I am putting in all of the wing nuts with their little clips at the end of each machined piece. Okay, so I've cut a quick little spacer here to be able to drill out my access holes to secure the ends of the uprights and also the cross braces. So I went with 17 inches. That gives me, the sustainers are like 15 and a half, 15 5/8, somewhere in that ballpark. And then that will give me 3 areas of 17-inch openings and then about an 18 and a half inch opening on the one end. So we should be good. And now we're on to assembling everything together. Here I'm just making sure that I get all of the pieces in the right spots. Each corner piece is a little bit longer than the middle upright pieces. So just, making sure I distinguish each piece from each other. Alright, now that I've got the main body of the table made, I am cutting up some dividers that will give the table some rigidity and also allow me to attach the drawer slides. Now this next shot isn't the best, but I've tightened the wing nuts up a little too much and it makes it really difficult to get this top rail on. I decided to then take it back off and unscrew the wing nuts, and it was this much easier to get this top rail on. Now you can see with this second rail, it's much easier to just slide it through and onto these, wing nut clips. Whereas before I was really struggling and had to get out my mallet to even try and get it to budge because it was binding on those wing clips. I go back through and just make sure everything is cinched up real well, and making sure that the butt joints are touching and that there's no force necessarily sitting on those wing nuts. Okay, so I've got this Bloom boring jig, and so I've set it so that the front of the glide sets just right inside or flush with the inside of this groove. And then, so I've set it up so that each alternating hole is a hole on the guide as well. So what I'm doing is I'm going to use my center punch and set the where the holes are going to go, and then I can set those first two screws into this first little cleat. Okay, now that all the drawer slides are installed, I'm cutting the actual drawers out of 5/8 Baltic birch, and here I am putting on all the drawer glides. All right, after I made the assembly table, I'm now going to make a smaller outfeed table that's also going to act as some nice storage on the back side of the table saw, and will give me kind of two islands. This second table I'm going to make out of, I think this is 25 series. It's an inch, so it's an inch by an inch material. And I'll be making about a 30-inch depth table by 8 feet long. It'll be a nice outfeed table, and then also a secondary either assembly table or just somewhere that I can have some counter space. Okay, so just these little guys, little slotted T-nuts. I put 2 in the bottom of this bottom rail. Because I've got to stabilize this base because it's only secured in this vertical post. So to keep it from moving side to side, we've got to secure it into the lower rail. All right, now that I got the body all put together, I'm going to be cutting up all the drawer parts for the 25 drawers that I'll have in the outfeed table. All right, and ready, set, go. Here I'm cutting the groove to accept the bottom of each drawer. And here's my little helper for the day. He loves hanging out with Dad in the shop. All right, Jet, what should we do? Are you ready to help me? All right, now that all the drawers are made, it's time to slide them in and fill them full of junk. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. If you have any comments or suggestions, leave them in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, that's a wrap.